These are the insane numbers that make up Worlds. League of Legends World Championship is the biggest title in esports, so of course it's got some pretty insane statistics to back it up. And trust me, some of the stats you'll see in this video are huge. Hey Span, are you trying to cover current league topics in a desperate attempt to get your videos recommended more? No, I would never do that. Today we'll be getting back into Worlds, so without further ado, let's dive into the wild numbers that make up League and esports' biggest championship. To start off, let's take a look at some of the in-game stats of Worlds. Worlds has had a total of 943 games played since its inception all the way back in 2011. And if we take into account the average Worlds game time of 34 minutes, that's over 32,000 minutes of Worlds games played. And shout out to the casters who have casted pretty much every single minute of that.
It's not going to see the pink wall, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Somebody walk through it though.
Oh,
Nope.
they can find one.
Nope. Uzi did. Yep. Nope.
He's not looking at it.
Yep.
Nope.
Smart pinks,
Yep.
guys.
Wow.
Oh, that pink ward.
Surely.
How?
Surely they will see it soon. One would say.
That guy, that pink ward, return on investment is huge right now.
Now let's quickly take a look at all the champions that have been the most played in their roles since 2018's Worlds. And the reason we're commentating on 2018 and above is because I couldn't find any confirmed sources that tracked from under 2018. However, if you know one that I may have missed, please comment it down below and I'll be sure to link it in the description. Since 2018, Renekton has been the most played top laner with 77 games played at Worlds. A real shocker, I know. In the jungle, Lee Sin's been the most played champion with 149 games under his belt. Again, not too surprising there. If we're headed down to the bot lane, Kai'Sa has been the most played ADC with 151 games, and with her, Rakan has been played 267 games in the support role. But as for the most picked champion overall since 2018 at Worlds, Syndra has been picked 270 times, and it's pretty crazy how she still does not have a Worlds skin. And in case you are wondering which champions have the least games played at Worlds, there are actually 6 of them that are all tied at 1 game apiece. Those 6 are Yorick, Brand, Shaco, Vi, Soraka, and Janna. Keep in mind, 2018 was the year after the Ardent Sensor meta. But let's dive back into the stats that span the entire history of Worlds by taking a look at some of the records set by League's best teams and players. The region that's produced the most Worlds contenders is South Korea, and their players have appeared in Worlds 266 times since all the way back in 2011. Following them, we have China with 119, Taiwan with 97, and America with 75. In terms of qualifying for Worlds, Fnatic has made the most appearances, making it to 10 of the 12 tournaments. Following Fnatic is Cloud9 with a fitting 9 appearances, followed by RNG and TSM who are tied for 3rd with 8 appearances each. And what's even crazier is that despite all these teams having made Worlds so many times, only Fnatic has won 1 time, and that was at the very first ever World Championships. But what ultimately is the basis for a team? Money. I mean players. Players are the basis for a team. And which players have the most Worlds showings? Who else but Doublelift and Jensen? Man, looks like North America can win at something. Now, qualifying for Worlds is one thing, but actually winning the title and taking home the Summoners Cup, that's a completely separate challenge. There are only 2 players who have managed to claim 3 Worlds titles, and those 2 players are of course Bengi and Faker, who played on the legendary SKT Dynasty together. And these are 2 very deserving names if you ask me. So far, the numbers have been pretty tame, and while there have been some decently sized ones, I think we can do a bit better. Let's get into the stats of why Worlds is consistently seen as the biggest esports event of the year. First, let's talk money. Riot themselves has put up $20 million for the prize pool. However, players since 2019 have been able to contribute to these prize pools by purchasing skins, etc., and those numbers are undisclosed. Additionally, players who are lucky enough to win the World Championships will receive a 25% cut of all the sales their skin makes, which has reportedly netted 6-figure paychecks for some of the major players.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Now let's get into some of Worlds viewership stats. The biggest Worlds ever in terms of viewership was of course last year's back in 2021, so here are some of the numbers from this massive event. Through its almost 135 hours of airtime, there were almost 175 million hours watched by viewers. Leading up to the finals, Worlds would average around 1.3 million concurrent viewers across all platforms. And when it came to the finals, afterwards Riot put out the numbers that there had been around 30 million average viewers across all platforms, peaking at 73 million just during that best of 5. To visualize how massive that amount is, here's a stadium that holds 100,000 people. Now take that and multiply it by 730. That stat alone is insane. And what's even crazier is that only 5% of you guys can say you're cooler than everyone else. Good job, you guys. But on a real note, obviously I couldn't include every single statistic in Worlds in this video because this video would be insanely long. But if you do have any really cool statistics you want to share about the event, feel free to comment it right down below because I really do want to hear more. Thank you, of course, for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later!